Hi Sarah. Hi Jeremy.
Hi.
So what's it like being vegan in France?
In France, it's very difficult because in France we have a big culture of meat and cheese. So actually, I think it's less difficult compared to 10 years because in Paris, principally, it's it's more easy because in Paris we have a lot of vegan restaurant, vegan market, a lot of it's a big world, but it's more easy in Paris, but other town in France it's less easy, I think. But in Paris we have a international culture, so veganism start to arrive in Paris since few years, I think. So I think it's easy, but not still so easy for French people.
Well, as Jeremy said it, France and Paris, it's a bit different. It's easier to be a vegan in Paris because of the atmosphere, because of the people who come also from different foreign countries,
Yeah.
and so it makes it different. Then there are more and more restaurants vegan. Still, things are changing slowly. As I said it before, for the last 4 or 5 years, there are lots of people who are committed to having things changed, and thanks to them, thanks to their energy, thanks to their passion, we are slowly improving the situation. So people who wouldn't think they would be committed to do something from inside find one day that maybe they can cook, that they can design clothes, or they can paint, and then it's connected to veganism.
French people are kind of known for their culture and their passion for their food. So how do you overcome that when you apply it to veganism?
It's difficult.
It depends who you are.
Yeah.
It depends what's your background,
Si vous avez,
where you come from as well.
Si on a de la volonté, enfin, if you
Yeah.
have
If you really want
yeah,
it.
if you really want, you can. You can make your own cooking. You can make we must take many habitudes in
Habits.
in enfin, tous les jours, every day.
Every day.
We must se détacher de.
On doit s'adapter à une nouvelle
Oui.
situation.
Yes.
You must disconnect yourself
Disconnect
from the
yourself,
past
absolutely. On doit.
and think about future.
Yeah. And lot of vegan make open a restaurant, open a shop to sensibilize.
To have people to catch people's attention via food, because food is really the basics,
and show people it's possible otherly with just vegetable and
to have tasty food.
taste food, new food.
Healthy.
But it's true.
and tasty.
It's true. In French, we have a lot of a big culture about food, basé principalement sur viande.
Based on meat.
Cheese. Cheese is very important in France. But I think people in France start to disconnect of this old culture because actually meat is cheap.
It's expensive.
It's
It's
expensive.
getting more and more expensive.
More and more expensive. il y a beaucoup de scandales alimentaires sur les
There are many problems.
problems about
The way the animals are fed,
yeah,
the way they live, living conditions.
yes, people start
Suffering.
to ask questions about the other side of
Yeah.
food, the animal side.
Mm.
Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais dire d'autre?
What could I say? I could say that actually people, there are two ways people behave. The ones who are interested in their own persons, like they're more egocentric, and the other ones who feel compassion for the animals. Now, the fact that the healthy aspect, the healthy side of it is getting more and more important is a good I don't know, the fact that people are interested in being healthy
Yeah,
is making things changing, because they've known for quite a while that what they eat is not healthy, is not good for them, and even if they don't really want to stop eating meat, they will eat less. Like they won't eat twice a day, that's for sure. And I meet lots of people who say, okay, I only eat meat, let's say, once or twice a week. And really, I really speak with many people for whom this has become a habit. So it's really significant. That's really significant. And so the healthy side of the way you feed yourself is maybe number one. And then you're still considered as a strange person if you say you don't eat meat because animals suffer, even though lots of people also have feelings, and if they had to go and hunt for themselves, they would, or kill the animals, they wouldn't do it, that's for sure. So it's a mix, and this is also the way we are going to feed ourselves in the future, because it's impossible to feed ourselves with meat. It's totally impossible. There is not enough space, there is not enough energy, it costs a lot, and people cannot afford it.
Yeah.
They just cannot afford it. So we have to find alternatives, cheap, less expensive, and healthy. Again, I think that's the most important word, healthy.
What are your passions and interests?
So me, I like writing. I like writing some text about veganism, and I organize many events for vegan community, picnic, restaurant, party, night party. It's some project can arrive in a few months, and I make some manifestation about animal condition, other passion or activity, photography, and I think it's all about my passion. And
I
you?
have a lot of hobbies.
Hobbies?
Lots of hobbies, more than hobbies.
More than movies? Like
It's a lot.
it's a lot, yes.
You're interested in many things.
Yeah.
I'm interested in, how would I say it, spreading the word that it's possible to eat in a different way, in a healthy way, and to enjoy what we eat, and to eat tasty things that are made with organic ingredients, food. If it's not organic, then it has been cultivated without pesticides. It has to be respectful to Mother Earth, to the animals, to living creatures, and anyway, the way you feed yourself, you can see who you are by the way you feed yourself. So it's important not to eat anything. It's important to take care of what you put into your mouth and your stomach and your whole body. So for a few months now I have been organizing a new activity that is based on catering, pastries, events as well in Paris. And I'm very happy that there are lots of people who are interested in it, who ask for it.
What would your dream job be?
I think my dream job is not my actually job, because I'm an engineer and it's not a passion for me. My dream job is to make events. I think events, organize events, make an investment with my association to propose a good event for vegan community, young and festive.
Who like to spend long nights
Yeah,
outside.
just to show vegan is not
Sad.
is not sad. Is not vegan is like every people, young, maybe old, and we can make the same thing of other people. We can propose a good party in the pub, in the a good picnic, maybe a lot of activity, and just to show to other people that vegan is here, and vegan is good. Vegan is smile. Vegan is not in our side and fear, sad, and it's not just a hippie
Sadness.
or other stereotype we can have about vegan, like hippie, like I don't know, like
Yuppies.
extremely people or on peut dire en autarcie, des gens qui vivent en autarcie dans leur coin.
People who live on their own,
Yeah,
not who don't like socializing,
Yes.
for instance.
just to show we are vegan in work, around autour de nous,
Around us,
around us, in family,
where
at work,
holidays,
holidays. Vegan is
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And I want to show to people vegan is here. Vegan is a good thing. It's not une contrainte ou
It's not difficult.
it's
to
not
live
difficult
as a
to be vegan. Every people can be vegan. And with my event, I want to show people vegan is a big community and is a good community pour que les personnes s'intéressent.
So that everybody gets interested in
And
this new kind of
yes,
life.
and by the same occasion, show what is veganism, why we are vegan, and just show not pas de façon extrême et provocante.
Not in an extreme way.
Yeah, just show what is the really problem about veganism today, what is the real problem about condition, animal condition, but in a happy ambiance,
Feeling atmosphere.
feeling atmosphere. Just to, it's more easy for me to show by this way the veganism and attract people. It's other way.
Catch their attention.
Yeah, catch their
Catching their
attention.
attention.
C'est une autre voie que le militantisme.
Yeah. It's
Voilà.
another way. It's different from being an activist, for
Yes.
example.
It's more happy,
But you can
happy way.
You can be both.
Yes, I make the boss. I make.
It's difficult.
I think we can use different way to
Yes.
sensibilize people and the mediatic way, modern way, Facebook, events and party, like I say before. It's another way, and we can go where people are to catch their attention.
Their interest.
I think we can agir
Can act
can
anywhere.
act anyway
Anywhere.
to sensibilize people.
My dream job. I don't know if it's a job. Anyway, my dream job is to do what I'm good at doing, and having things change, especially here now in France, in Paris, because I live here, and there is a specific need for it. So I like to make things change and happen in a different way. So I don't know what's the title, what's the name of it, but through my as Jeremy said it, activism, it's not only hanging paper
Posters or
and
banners.
shouting, as I did it also, but on a daily basis also doing something that help people, to explain them, show them, because most people don't know. So we have to do it in a simple way, in the easy way, and actually we have to, like, I use different techniques for cakes. Instead of using eggs, instead of using milk from cows, instead of using crème fraîche, I don't know, you just use something else, and the taste of it is as good as it used to be, and maybe better, because it's healthier. This world is healthy, it's healthier, and you feel better, and you discover that there are other new techniques that are spread all over the world in other countries, and you just didn't know about them. Because again, France is very because in France, lots of cheese, lots of meat, lots of anything that moves around, and we have to improve the situation. That's my dream job. Yes, improve the situation.
A challenge for people.
Yes.
To make other.
Well, it's a challenge for ourselves first, but it's connected.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think is the best way to help people see what's going on with animals in the food industry?
Well, they already know about that. The best way to do it, they already see it on the news. In the news, they see it on the papers. They see it. They know about it. But on TV, yes, on TV there are broadcasts. Yes, more and more about how they are fed, about antibiotics, about what they are. Living conditions.
It's more and more visible in in internet and
on
same
TV as
on
well.
TV, but not of the one of the first channel of
later
TV. But
on in the evening.
you can see.
But people know about it. Definitely.
That's good.
We have more and more TV emission, TV reportage about the animal situation, but not in prime time. But people and the media start to ask questions about this, and we can see a lot of reportage, documentaries about the situation, animal situation. And it's for that people start to ask questions and remettre en question
they question the situation
Yeah.
and understand that something is wrong and that's not the way it should be.
So why did you become vegan?
So I became vegan after to meet a vegan girl, a friend vegan girl, and she explained me why she are vegan, and comment dire, je me suis posé beaucoup de questions après ce que
I ask myself lots of questions
about society, about animal exploitation, about capitalism, about a lot of things. And I have waited 1 year pour me renseigner,
to make inquiries,
to take information,
to get
get information on internet. And after that, I have think it's so logical
normal.
to be vegan. It's a good way. It's the future because actually c'est une horreur.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Animal condition.
Barbaric.
It's like a slave. It's a lot of. All in my life, I have never asked this question. I have grew up in a society, carnist society, and never I have tried to saw what is de l'autre côté du
The other side
the
of
other
it,
side
of the mirror.
of the mirror. Yes, and c'était un déclic. Comment dire, c'est
It was a trigger.
yeah, it was logical for me because I hate capitalism, I hate the actualist society, I hate lobbyism. It's not my way. It's not. I think the good human way is to be vegan. Actually, the only way is money and power, and it's not my way. It's not. So since I start to become vegan, I feeling most good.
But I feel better.
I feel better in my mind and in my body. It's je suis plus en accord avec ma philosophie.
The way you live
Ouais.
is the way. It's a way of living. It's a philosophy.
I'm less tortured. Je suis moins en contradiction.
It's a relief. It's a
Yes,
relief.
Je suis moins en contradiction avec ce que je
Now
pense.
you behave the way you think things have to be done.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
it goes together.
And like I said, from here, it's veganism. It's more near about the real human condition, a real way for human, compared to the actual situation. Actually, human is not really human for me. It's un retour aux sources, je dirais.
Back to the beginning.
The beginning.
Back to something.
Yes. It's a respect about animal, a respect about planet, a respect about ourselves. It's logical. When you start to ask questions, you understand it's so logical to be vegan.
For many years, I had compassion for animals, for living creatures who suffer, human beings, animals. To me, it's the same. And eating their bodies, like eating animals, to me it became difficult. Seeing that they suffer, seeing that they have feelings just like we do, then how is it possible? Like, would it be possible for me to eat another human beings seems to me that no, it wouldn't be possible. So why would it be possible for me to eat a veal, a cow, a chicken, a cat, a dog, hedgehog, yes, any creatures with whom I could have had, or I would have a relation based on feelings. It's not possible to have it on my plate and to eat it. It has been the case forever. So one day I have discovered that there is fake meat, and you can have protein because it's seitan, because it's tofu, and you get what you need. So from the very moment I saw that on a French organic supermarket, it was clear to me that it was the end of it for meat. And then 2 months later, fish also. I stopped eating fish, and then eggs, and then cheese, and well, it was the result of a long reflection, thinking. And I have never wore fur, leather, not so much. Anyway, I come from a family where we have always respected animals. Judaism is also a way of life that prevents you from eating any living creature. It prevents you from being too violent to animals. So I already had some knowledge about respecting living creatures.
So do you have any tips for people that want to go vegan?
Tips?
Be wealthy. No, I'm joking.
Don't hesitate. Just do it.
Yeah.
Follow your
And not disconnect to our society, our habits, sorry, and just search on the internet article, information, and just see it's possible. Other tips:
be
prepared,
patient.
wait then it's logical for you. Not make just for make. Just wait. It's
the right time.
It's the right time. Yes. Wait the right time. Take your time before avant de passer le pas.
Before you change your way of living.
Yes. Because if you don't wait, vous allez rapidement faire marche arrière en fait.
Easy come, easy go. Then
Yeah.
Yes. So just wait.
that's right.
And for me, I have wait. It's a good time. And after this, never I change my choice because my choice is for me the only choice possible. It's a good choice. So the only types that I make when I give to people, it's wait and wait. You are sure about your choice to make this choice.
But it's step by step as well.
You can make
It
step by
depends.
step.
It depends on people.
Yes,
It
depends to
depends
people.
how life
Yes,
makes
absolutely,
it
absolutely.
for you.
But not pas faire ce choix sur un coup de tête en
Yes,
fait.
don't change your way of behaving because you think that's the way you should do it, and
Yes.
And you don't know how it's gonna be. Well, it has to come from somewhere
oui,
in your
faut attendre
heart.
pour moi, faut
or-
attendre le déclic. Faut attendre
the triggering
Yes.
moment. You know when it's the right time. You can feel it in a way.
Yes. I think we can wait the good time to be vegan. Not wait 10 years. Just take your time to take.
Think about it.
Yes, and take
Properly.
information and.
Speak with people.
Yes, understand the conception of veganism. Why veganism is good? Because when you start to be vegan and you have not information, vous pouvez être
You can make mistakes maybe.
yes, et vous pouvez être pas déconcerté, mais
Yeah, and you will be disappointed.
yeah, by other people. Just other people say not, but comment dire, non, mais ça marche pas ce que tu fais parce que voilà.
The way you do it
Yes.
is not good
Parce qu'on manque
because
d'arguments pour comprendre.
you don't really understand what's going on.
Yes.
Why you.
En fait, les gens vont essayer de nous remettre en question.
You have to be cautious because people will try and tell
yes.
you you're not right, you're wrong, you're not doing the right thing.
So
You
it's,
don't really know why you have made up your mind, and
Yes.
and then if you really don't know why you did it, then you will easily go back to your previous life.
Yes,
Mm.
so it's better to know everything
Why?
about veganism.
About
Why?
yourself then,
About yourself.
maybe.
Why? To have a good answer
Good
about
answers.
about explain to other people
Why you are vegan.
and to be sure
Yourself.
of yourself to be vegan, because the society, other people can be vous remettre en question, créer des doutes.
Yeah, can be the reason why you will change your mind again.
Yes, and you can't faire marche arrière
Yeah, and go back to
because you
previous.
are not sure
Mm.
about
yourself.
of yourself. So it's better to
That's what is
être
that's what
préparé.
life is made of.
yes, être préparé à affronter justement to be
You have to be ready to face and cope with the situation.
society and other people.
Listen to your heart, listen
Yes.
to your brain, and try and do things the best way you can. Being perfect is not possible,
Yes,
so
absolutely. But you can try.
you can try at least. Yes, trying is worse. It's
Yes.
worth trying it.
Veganism is a road,
Don't
not
be
a
afraid.
destination.
Yes, don't be afraid because people tell you you're wrong. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this, and you're going to be sick. You're going to be on your own because most people are not vegan, so you won't be able to eat with people, and you won't have a social life. They should think about it and not be afraid of what they really want to do in fact.